Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to cut through the clutter and give you those critical insights you really need. Today, we're diving into White Sky Hospitality's latest curated list, their top 5 hotel and travel distribution stories that caught our eye.
That's exactly right. And the goal here is simple. Pull out the most important nuggets for you, especially if you're a busy hotelier. Understanding these trends isn't just, well, nice to know. It's about seeing what's coming and making smart moves. The industry changes so fast.
Okay, let's get into it then. First on the list, India's MakeMyTrip. Looks like they're making a pretty big play for independence.
Oh, it's a huge move, yeah. They're raising, believe it or not, $3 billion.
$3 billion, wow.
Yep. To buy back Class B shares from China's Trip.com. And this is key. It drops Trip.com's voting power from over 45% down to just under 20%.
So what's the real why behind that?
It's pretty clear. Operational independence. It gives MakeMyTrip much more agility, lets them make their own strategic calls faster in India, which is, an incredibly competitive market.
Right. So the takeaway for you listening could be about evaluating your own partnerships.
Yeah.
Is there value in maybe pushing for more independence for that agility, even if it costs?
Exactly. It's a strategic question to consider.
Okay, moving from ownership agility to, well, products agility. The next story is about the outdoor revolution, specifically glamping. That seems to be really booming, doesn't it?
It absolutely is. The European glamping market, the numbers are pretty impressive. It's jumping from about $1.22 billion this year.
This year?
Yeah. And projected to hit almost $2.1 billion by 2030.
That's serious growth.
It is. And what's really fascinating is you've got the big hotel players, Marriott, Hilton, Hyatt, Accor, all aggressively moving into this outdoor space. They're doing it through acquisitions, partnerships.
Well, what's the main driver? Is it just that they can charge more or something else?
Well, premium pricing power is definitely part of it, combined with, frankly, limited supply right now.
Oh.
That mix is really attracting investors. Just look at Spain, over 600 million euros planned just for developing new sites and upgrading existing ones.
So for hoteliers listening, maybe it's time to ask, should we be looking at diversifying into these kinds of alternative accommodations?
It's certainly where a lot of interest and potentially yield is heading.
Okay, let's shift gears. Story number 3 sounds a bit alarming. This cookie trap with fake booking sites.
Yeah, this one is a serious heads up, especially with peak booking season coming up again. We're seeing really sophisticated fake booking.com sites.
How that way work?
They prey on click fatigue, when you're just clicking accept on cookie banners without really looking.
Right, we all do that.
Exactly. But these fake prompts install malware specifically, something called the XWorm Remote Access Trojan.
And what does that do?
It gives the cybercriminals complete control of your device, webcam, microphone, all your files. It's nasty stuff. And they're timing this for Q1 2025, targeting people rushing to book summer holidays.
So the critical question for any hotel brand is, how are you protecting your guests and your own reputation from these kinds of scams?
Precisely. Brand protection is crucial here.
All right, next up, Meeker. Her AI trends report is always influential, but this warning about an agentic era threatening search, that sounds fundamental.
It really is. If you step back and look at the bigger picture, think about ChatGPT. It hit 365 billion annual searches in just 2 years.
2 years, compared to Google.
It took Google 11 years to reach that scale. So Meeker's point is we're moving away from just typing keywords into a search box.
So what?
Towards an agentic era where AI systems like agents actually perform multi-step tasks for you, not just find links.
Okay, see.
And this could totally upend the current tech hierarchy in travel distribution. The value shifts to companies who control that AI interface, not just the underlying booking application.
So for you listening, how might your customer interactions change, moving from simple search support to maybe more like a AI concierge?
That's the potential shift, yes. A very different way of engaging.
Okay, finally, story 5. Meta's plan for 2026. Full advertising automation. Sounds like it could, well, eliminate some jobs.
That's definitely the implication people are talking about. Meta's goal is that by 2026, advertisers might only need to provide product images and a budget.
And the AI does the rest.
Pretty much. Generating ad variants, handling all the targeting, delivering hyper-personalized content automatically.
That is a massive change for marketing teams and agencies.
It is. It certainly threatens traditional campaign management roles as we know them. But like these other shifts, there's also huge opportunity.
How so?
While companies that jump on this use these automated tools for really rapid testing, for learning across different parts of the business, they could gain a serious competitive edge.
So the question for your marketing teams becomes, are you prepared for a future where AI handles the day-to-day execution, freeing up humans for, what, higher level strategy?
Exactly. Shifting focus from tinkering with campaigns to defining the overall direction and creative vision.
What a range of topics. It really feels like the common thread through all these stories from White Sky
Mm.
Hospitality is just the incredible speed of change, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Technology, consumer behavior, it's all shifting so fast in distribution.
Absolutely. And understanding these trends, like we've just discussed, it's not just about being aware. It's really got to be about strategic adaptation. The ground is constantly moving.
So perhaps the final thought to leave everyone with is this. In a world where AI agents and fully automated marketing are becoming real, what skills become truly the most valuable for humans working in hospitality?
Hmm. That's a great question to ponder.
Something to think about until our next deep dive.